Okay, we should be live right now.
All right.
Within a second, we should be live. Molly, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. And you are joining us from Nashville, Tennessee. Is that right?
Yes, that is right. I just moved to Nashville just a couple of weeks ago.
And you are from St. Louis?
Yes, St. Louis, Missouri. Yep.
Yes, Molly just joined us, and we are doing mindfulness through music, Vino and Vision, and we are presenting it to our open audience. Soon it will be going to our VIP audience only, but we want to share this to our open audience because Molly has fabulous voice and it is fabulous for mindfulness through music, and we want to share it to the world. So Molly, with that said, I will go ahead and reduce this screen and we can see each other better. And now here we are.
Yeah.
So if you want to go ahead and let our audience know who you are and introduce yourself, that would be fabulous.
Yeah. So, hey, everybody. My name is Molly Lovette. I am a country singer-songwriter. I have been doing this for a while now. Music has always been my life and what I've loved to do, which I'll kind of get into all in a little bit. But just within the past, year and a half or so, I've really kind of gone after this dream and have been sharing my music with as many people as I can. So I'm really, really happy to get to be here with you all tonight.
Very nice, Molly. If you want to share a little bit more about you in St. Louis, what you have done here, and then, talk about what you're doing in Nashville.
Yeah. So, like you said, I was born and raised in St. Louis. I went to an all-girl Catholic high school, so I have been kind of surrounded by, that empowerment and being taught that I can, achieve anything and do anything. So, that kind of gave me my start to do all of this music stuff and to go out and perform, which is what I did a lot in St. Louis growing up. So I would play some coffee shops back in St. Louis. I would play a lot of the local bars. I did, for you St. Louis people out there that would know, I played a lot of the Cybergs, Helen Fitzgerald's, places like that. And then I ended up getting to record some of my own music and put it out there for everybody to hear. And yeah, St. Louis has been awesome supporting me, and they truly believe in me and my dream as well. So I will forever be grateful to everybody back home in St. Louis. But I am super excited to be here in Nashville now, though. Nashville is home to country music, so this is really where I have been dreaming and wanting to be for a long time. And it's been a lot of fun, getting to write down here with people and perform. And, I work with a publicist down here and producer, and it's been crazy. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is fun. It's you are going through those things that gonna make your dream come true. And in our Vino and Vision, the three dimension that we have, the first dimension is strategic mindset. And in a strategic mindset, we have aspiration, vision, and we have dream. So dream is one of the big one that we talk about, and how the conscious mind work with the subconscious mind and then the unconscious mind. So I don't want to take you too deep into those talking, but dream is a big thing. It's a lot of people and COVID time are having problem with, realizing their own dream. And you made the switch. St. Louis is fabulous to myself as well. I've been here for over 18 years. I've been in Little Rock, Arkansas for 15 years.
Oh.
So just think about that before I moved here. So I am very used to country song, and I am very and very excited to welcome you to Vino and Vision community and also the VIP community. We'll be playing for this episode and a couple of more episodes. We'll be playing it for the open audience, and then we'll go to the closed audience only because we don't want to take away from our VIPs and broadcast it to the open world. But your voice needs to be heard anywhere and everywhere in the world, and maybe even outside of the world.
Thank you.
Yeah, because there is people on space. We have astronauts. They need to hear it there, and everybody needs to hear your voice. And someday we'll be sitting back and watching you big time on our TV and all kind of, right?
I hope so. Thank you.
So with that said, do you want to play a tune for us before we go into the discussion about mindfulness through music? And you can talk about what do you think about self-love? Self-love is our topic today. And what do you think about self-love and how it connects with music?
Oh yeah, I've got lots to say about that. I guess, like I said, growing up, going to an all-girls school, it was good and bad. Sometimes it's tough being around all girls all the time. You know how girls can be. But it was also, being that age too in high school, you go through, I think, a lot of self-doubt and, times where you don't always love yourself as much as you should. So yeah, definitely over the past couple of years, I have grown a lot and built up a lot more self-love than I had in the past, which is a process for sure. It's not something that you just wake up one day and you're like, yes, I am confident and I can do anything. And it's definitely a process.
Yeah. And that is fabulously said is there because, the self-love is a topic that is right now. I have my say is there. So sorry about that. So yes. So the thing is, as far as self-love is, it's come to, and we were talking about the dream, right? So think about, if we cannot love ourselves, we cannot love anybody. That's for sure, because we have to first love ourselves, appreciate ourselves, and then we can enjoy life as they come. So why don't you take us to that journey, and then we'll come back and discuss that more.
Yeah. Going through, like I said, high school, with my music too, if you don't love yourself, you're not confident. So for me to be able to write music and to put out music for people to hear was quite gratifying, I guess. It kind of gave me that confidence to go for it and go for my dream and do this. So one of the first songs that I want to play for you guys is actually my first song that I ever released. And this isn't really a song that you would think would be about self-love. A lot of my my songs are relationship, like breakup type of songs, how most country songs are. But I would say this song definitely relates because this was, this being my very first song that I ever, played for anyone, that, song that I had written. This song really built that confidence in me and made me believe in myself. So yes, I definitely owe a lot to this song. This one is called Bad for You. And I wrote this song back in high school. It is pretty much about a relationship that ended. And like Dr. Milu, like you were saying, if you don't love yourself, you can't love others. And I think for this person who I was dating at the time, we both were kind of in situations where we just couldn't love each other. that's why I wrote this song. So this song is called Bad for You. And here we go. Hope you like it. Ain't no broken hearted girl, ain't no peace of mind. Now I've come to realize they ain't worth my time. No, I ain't looking for revenge, though it was all his fault. Just know if anybody else, the truth is coming out. I hope you find a rhyme or a reason, something to believe in, maybe a hobby or two. You look at the man in the mirror, you see him clearer, everything you put me through. I actually feel bad for you. Hope you got everything you wanted. Who'd have ever thought you really had me going, baby? What a shame you got caught. I hope you find a rhyme or a reason, something to believe in, maybe a hobby or two. You look at the man in the mirror, you see him clearer, everything you put me through. I actually feel bad for you. I know you'll see just how much that you messed up. All that was good and true. I know I'll laugh when you come crawling back in. True. That's too damn bad for you. I hope you find a rhyme or a reason, something to believe in, maybe a hobby or two. You look at the man in the mirror, you see him clearer, everything you put me through. I actually feel bad for you. Yeah, I actually feel bad for you.
Wow, wow.
Hey.
Fabulous, fabulous song.
Thank you.
What is the song trying to tell us?
Yeah, so that song really was kind of somebody realizing their worth, you know, getting out of a relationship and knowing that they deserve better, which, you know, like I said, I wrote that song back in high school. And that is kind of a time where, you know, you don't always make the best choices, or you kind of lead with your heart, and you don't really think everything through. So yeah, it was, I tend to write most of my songs about my own life. It's just what comes natural, and what's easiest is to write about things that you know. So, you know, back at that time, I was dating a guy who was not a very great guy. You know, so I was upset and wrote that song, but you know, it kind of came out, you know, the lyrics are, I actually feel bad for you, because, you know, he, you know, needs to grow up, and he's got to, you know, again, like we said, you can't love anyone else until you love yourself. So, yeah, kind of a song about knowing your worth.
Knowing your worth. You know, the self-love actually means to having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness. You see that. And self-love also means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. And at the same time, self-love means not settling for less than what you deserve. So this song actually matches perfectly with that.
Yeah, it kind of did end up working out. Yeah.
It's very nice. And yeah, it's like, we in our Vino Vision, the relationship dimension is talk about relationship, just like you talk about, you had a relationship and that relationship did not work out. But in our relationship dimension, we talk about self-love, which we are discussing today. Then the next month we'll be talking about love, which is even bigger than self-love, which is loving others, like loving your co-workers, loving your family, loving your neighbor, loving your whoever, right? So that's the second module in relational dimension. And the third module is happiness. So it's just connects so well in relationship. And as you can see, it's one relationship that did not work out. Don't mean that you cannot have much better relationship later on. And one of the things people say, anybody who get divorced is like they were in a relationship that was not for them, right?
Exactly.
It's not for them because that's not the relationship that they needed. They needed something better. And that's why also another thing, self-love, we talk about not having a toxic relationship. So people live in a toxic relationship all their life, but they don't realize how much sacrifice they're doing just by being in the toxic relationship where they should be looking for happiness. So,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll say I have another song that that you reminded me of as you were talking about, toxic relationships. And so I have a song that I wrote that I just released back in March called Lovin' You.
Wow.
And you would think that, it's called Lovin' You, so you would think it's a love song. But it is quite the opposite. I was in, like you said, kind of a toxic relationship. And the hook of the song is, if I could hit rewind, I'd undo loving you.
Wow.
So that's something to think about. It's like you said, people who have been divorced or, out of a long relationship, it's like you spend so much time with someone that, it'd be very hard to end a relationship like that. But it's something that, you have to do for yourself, for sure. So, I'll say I'll play Loving You next since we're talking about it. But yeah, so this was in the first lyrics of this song, actually, the lyrics are, those dark blue eyes somehow disguise the dirty laundry you got laying in your sheets. So kind of, everybody's got their dirty laundry, that phrase, things that they try to hide, or, the bad things. And, we can be kind of blinded by that sometimes. But it's important to get out, like you said.
Yeah, that's why I love country music. It's so close to the soul. It speaks from the heart, and
100%.
bring out a lot of good memories, a lot of bad memories, and at the same time, it also nourishes your soul. It gives the fabulous feeling after you hear it, and that's what the mindfulness come from, right? It's living in the moment. That's what it's about, because this is the moment that we are enjoying right now. We don't know what is the future moment gonna look like, and past is gone. So living in the moment is what mindfulness is all about.
Exactly. Yes. And that's what I love about country music also. It's about real life stuff. which, you know, we can all relate to. So that's, yeah, it definitely brings out emotion in people for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely is. Well,
Yeah,
let's hear another one.
yeah, here we go. This one is called Lovin' You. Those dark blue eyes, somehow disguise dirty laundry you got laying in your sheets. Your sweet talk, you covered up all the pretty little lies that now I see. You played me straight, I took the bait, tried to save you from your insecurities. Now I admit in relationships, they say you lived and learned, and I agree. 'Cause loving you was a shot of whiskey, pulled straight from hell, burned from the first taste. Now I can't tell, it ain't worth feeling like a fool. If I can't hit it, why not undo loving you? Kick to the curb, we crashed and burned. Wish I could say the end was bittersweet. You proved me wrong, and now you're gone. So I'm telling every guy girl I meet, loving you was a shot of whiskey, poured straight from hell, burned from the first taste. Now I can't tell, it ain't worth feeling like a fool. If I can't hit it, why not undo loving you? So add me to your list of second glances you took for granted. They told me what to do. If only I had listened, but I took my chances. Look what I got myself into. Loving you. Loving you was a shot of whiskey, poured straight from hell, burned from the first days. Now I can't tell, it ain't worth feeling like a fool. If I can't hit it, why not undo loving you?
I lost my voice. It's fabulous.
Thanks.
It's fabulous, Molly. It's exciting what you are doing there. Is
Thank you. Yeah.
you know, mindfulness through music is part of our activity-based coaching, and it is you know, we are doing art, part of activity-based coaching. We are doing yoga and mindfulness, part of activity-based coaching. So as you can see, music takes you to a different dimension. Music takes you to, if you're having a bad day, music takes you to a good day, right?
Totally.
And yeah, and you know, you are connected to music. It's becoming your life. Well, it is your life. And
Yeah.
and with the voice you have, Molly, this is gonna take over the world of music. And I can tell it right now. So one of the thing about self-love, we talk about surround with people who love and encourage you. So it could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be anybody. So you have to find out for those, in self-love, it's also, surrounding yourself with those type of people. And some people
Totally.
have, some people have grandparents, they talk about that. So what do you think about that?
Yeah. So that brings up, so when I decided to stop going to school, so I was in college for a year at Murray State University in Kentucky. And that was kind of the first year that I had really been doing a lot with my music. And I had decided, during the second semester of my school year that I wanted to do this music full time. And so when I went to my parents and told them that, I was a little nervous what they were going to say. But they right off the bat were like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's put a plan together. Let's like be realistic, but yeah, like you can do this. You should do this. This is what you love and this is what you're passionate about. So getting that support from them was just awesome, because I know that there are people out there whose parents would have taken a little more convincing than mine. So definitely having that support right off the bat, just built my confidence a ton. But then, you definitely run into those people who, when I had told them I wasn't going to school anymore and I was, pursuing music, that are like, oh, well, that's not realistic. That's not a good idea. That's not going to happen. So, it goes both ways. But again, like you said, those people that do support you and build you up, those are the people that you need to surround yourself with, that positivity for sure.
That positivity, and also think about that, is like follow your passion. That's what you mentioned, right? Self-love is identifying what you're passionate about, and is following your passion. Actually, you following your dream.
Totally. Right? And that's what I tell everybody, because like I said, some people are a little more questioning, why I'm doing this, and it is because it is risky to go after your dream, but 100% worth it. You don't want to have any regrets when you're looking back on your life, and 10 years from now, if I'm still in the same spot, musically, and I decide maybe I'll go back to school and finish up getting a degree, it's like, well, at least I went for it, so I'm such a believer in do what you love. Life's too short. Go after your dream. There's going to be people that probably tell you you're crazy and that it's not going to work out. But it's worth it 100% to do what you love in life.
Yes, because you are passionate about it and you have that voice. I would say Dolly Parton better watch out, because you are in Nashville now. So that is fabulous, because following passion, that's what we do. I was discussing with one of my long-term client this morning, and in our coffee with the coach session, where we were talking about, and it was broadcasted, and we were talking about, she was a lawyer. Well, she is a lawyer, but she used to work for a big law firm, and she left a big law firm and started her own business, and grew into 4 different locations of a kickboxing business called 9 Round St. Louis. You may have heard about him.
I think I have.
Yeah, and her name is April Porter. So she was in this morning 9 o'clock call, and it was broadcasted on Facebook. And she was talking about how passionate she felt when she left the corporate business, because going through law school, getting the degree, and then spending time and becoming a lawyer and working for a law firm, and then leaving all that behind to go in business and becoming an entrepreneur. And now, after 7 years of their business, she sold her business in September and buying another bigger one. So that tells something about the passion and and how she grew. And now when she first started with me, she did not take any vacation for 5 years. And after starting, and she told that to the audience. After she started with me, within 2 months, she made a plan and committed to herself that she's gonna take vacation in every quarter. And ever since, she took vacation every quarter. In October, she's going to Disneyland because that's a dream place to go.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so this is called following your passions. When you follow your passion, even if you don't become successful, you at least did the things that you love. And in your case, that is completely going to be, you're going to be successful. 10 years from now, you will not even remember who you talked to in Vino and Vision.
No, I will always remember you.
Well, so very well. So let's see what is next for us. What song you have?
Mm-hmm. So this whole little talk right here reminded me, this is a song that I actually have not released out into the world yet. So these other few songs that I've played are all on, Spotify, Apple Music, all of those. But this is a song that I haven't recorded yet or put out there. It's called Dreams. So you guys are getting a little sneak peek. This one is called Dreams So Far. And this is really, it's a very personal, like vulnerable song about my whole journey and going after a dream. Because a lot of times when people will ask me, well, are you scared that it's not going to work out, or you just moved to Nashville, like are you nervous, are you excited, and usually my answer is always, oh, things will work out how they should, and I'm excited and it's great. But there always is some of that doubt that creeps in, and it is kind of scary to go after a dream. It's not practical, as some people like to say. So this is a song that I wrote about that. One of the hook of the song is, the only thing worse than a broken heart is a dream so far away.
Right.
So it's about wanting something so very badly, wanting in my case to go as far as I can with music, but knowing there's always a chance that it won't work out. So that's it's a very vulnerable song, but I hope you guys like it. This one's called Dreams So Far. They might call me a fool. They might see me and laugh. Sometimes I even doubt myself. Sometimes I do the math. It's okay to not understand. I even get in my head, if this is as far as I'll ever go, could I be happy with that? Everyone wants to be somebody. Deep down we're all the same. Nobody cares what the almost was. Yeah, nobody knows their name. So I'm gonna go for the golden. No, I might break my own heart on the way. The only thing worse than a broken heart is a dream so far away. The only thing worse than a broken heart is a dream so far away. fortune and fame. Whole lot of glitter and lights. It's giving your heart to lonesome, so it keeps me up at night. 'Cause everyone wants to be somebody. Deep down we're all the same. Nobody cares for the almost was. Yeah, nobody knows their name. So I'm gonna go for the golden. No, I'll break my own heart on the way. The only thing worse than a broken heart is a tree so far away. The only thing worse than a broken heart is a tree so far away. And all you got left are these songs. Get another door to the face. Promise you'll stop and catch your breath. Darling, dreams were meant to be chased.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Thanks. Thank you.
You know, another thing about self-love is get in touch with your inner dialogue, where is your mind talks to you, and get in touch with your heart. You know, what your heart tells you to do. And if when you are finding that your heart leading you to your passion, and you are doing the journey towards that, there is nothing better than that.
Oh,
know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's again all about doing what you love, and that comes from inside. It's like for me, I grew up when I was, since I could talk, 3 years old, singing away and telling everyone that, I want to be a famous singer when I grow up. Like, that's what I'm going to be someday. So definitely it comes from the heart and from within. And yeah, when you can finally, again, like you said, your mind and your heart connect, and you do it and you go for it. Yeah, there's nothing like that, for sure.
And one of the thing is you have to visualize it. You have to visualize success. Means you can see it. It almost feel like it's real. It's right here, right?
Totally. And I think that's what, with the whole move for me from St. Louis to Nashville, has felt like such, a big step, that I'm getting that much closer. This is, like you said, this is where Dolly is at. This is where a lot of the country stars are here. So yeah, being, even just me being in this city and being in Nashville now has, helped me to visualize it and see that, wow, like I'm here. This is where, country music dreams come true, and it can happen. So yeah, definitely visualizing it. And I think I love to write. Obviously I write music, but I love to journal and to just write those positive things and goals and stuff down too. I think really helps a lot as well.
Yeah, it definitely does. And at the same time, think about that. When you can visualize it, when you can see it, and you walking towards it, you doing the journey, right? You are experiencing at the same time. It's almost like there is nothing else you want to do. You want to do just that because that's your passion, and it's you don't do that anymore for anything but self-love.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Well, tell me what else you have to play. Or you can talk about it if you want to.
Yeah. So again, talking about going for your dream and what you're passionate about. So I wrote a song. This is actually my latest single. It's called One Woman Show. And it is, I wrote this song a little over a year ago, probably. And, that was when I was just kind of starting to begin this whole music journey. And, that was my first year not going to school anymore. And, I was working hard, playing gigs, a few times a week and writing a ton. But one of the things that I thought was so funny at a lot of my shows that I would play, people would come up to me and ask, they'd ask about my music, and then they would always ask if I was in a relationship or if I was dating someone. And I always thought that was such a funny thing to ask, because, my answer was always like, oh, like, I'm really focusing on my career right now, and I'm focusing on myself, which I think was an answer that a lot of people were not expecting to hear back. That, someone is being selfish and taking time for themselves. But that's something that I've learned, especially this past year, is so important, is, right. We all need time to just be ourselves for a while and be on our own, and just be selfish a little bit, take care of yourself. And so that's kind of what inspired me to write One Woman Show, was all of these people asking about, instead of my career or what I'm doing for my music, they were worried about, if I was in a relationship, which I thought was so funny. Yeah. So this is a song, I like to call it my female empowerment anthem. But it's a song for everybody. It might, it says one woman show, but it can be a man, one man band, one man show, this is just a song that's a big reminder to just do you, be you, and that's okay. One of my favorite lines, in the first verse, it says, take some time to find your shine. Wow. Which I think is very true. We've all got it in us. We've got that spark and that shine and some, that thing that drives you. But sometimes you gotta find it, and it's not just gonna pop up someday. It takes a lot of soul searching and, again, taking time for yourself. So I hope that you guys like this one and you can relate to it. And I do encourage you to really listen to the lyrics, because they're just, it was a message that I kind of wanted to write for myself to hear, but definitely something that I think everyone needs to hear, this reminder to do you for a little bit. So this one is called One Woman Show. Broken hearts might get you down. Keep calm, carry on. Pick up your crown. No, I ain't saying to get back on that horse. Take some time to find your shine. Raise the curtain, dim the lights on crazy days and lonely nights. I'm dressing up, taking the stage, gonna be the star. This passion play. I'm rocking on my own, ain't picking up my phone. Pretty got me putting on a one-woman show. So get your tickets now before they sell out. It's just me, myself, and I laying low in a one-woman show. If you lose yourself for a little while, don't don't give up. It's not your style. Life and love can wait. All you need is a breath. Take some time. Enjoy your shine. Raise the curtain. Dim lights. Don't embrace the days. And on nights. Brand new script. Just chase the dream. Time has come for a change. See, I'm rocking on my own, ain't picking up my phone. Pretty got me putting on a one-woman show. So get your tickets now before they sell out. It's just me, myself, and I laying low, being a one-woman show. I'm rocking on my own, ain't picking up my phone. Pretty got me putting on a one-woman show. So get your tickets now before they sell out. It's just me, myself, and I laying low, being a one-woman show. It's just me, myself, and I here I go, putting on a one-woman show.
One woman show.
One woman show, yeah.
Yeah, and there is millions will come to hear this voice. That one woman can send it to millions. So that is so true. That is so true. It's a one woman show or one man show, whichever way we say it, right?
Yeah.
But that one person can change the world. That
Totally. And
exactly.
that's what, a lot of those lines in there I really like, are good reminders, like, life and love can wait. All you need is a break.
Wow.
Take some
That's
time.
a good,
Thanks.
song. Say it again. Say it again. I interrupted you. Say it again.
Life and love can wait. All you need is a break. Take some time. Enjoy your shine. So there's a lot of little messages in there that are good reminders. If you lose yourself for a little while, don't give up. That's not your style. Just stuff like that. Just to remind, yes, doesn't have to be, just like you said, just because it's one woman show doesn't mean this song isn't for everybody, because it is. We can all be our own one woman or one man show, and we all are capable of that, no matter where you're at right now in life. I'm definitely a different person than I was, even just a few years ago, confidence wise. Like, I would not have been writing about me being a one woman show a few years ago. So things can definitely change for the better, and get that confidence and that that feeling of being enough, and all of that.
Yeah, just think about that, what you just said. It's a one woman show or one man show. It's a one person show. And at the same times, when you're singing that, and in your audience, somebody will pick that up. Somebody need that pick me up moment. And you provided them that. And you may not know, you just sing the song and your passion, you went to your heart and sing it. That's where the country music come from the heart. And you sing it. And then somebody from the audience, you just saved their life. There may be somebody came that they gave up, and you just picked them up. And you never will know the impact of that one woman show, because you may have a lot of positive impact that you never realize. Do you see that?
I actually, I've had a couple of shows where I've played that song, and people have cried, brought them to tears, and they were like, I needed to hear that, which is like, makes me emotional too, because that is honestly, I write music because I love to do that. That's what I love to do. But the reason I share it with people is in the hopes that, you know, it will touch someone and it will make a difference for them in whatever way that they need it. You know, and again, with country music, that's what is so cool about country music is how real it is, and raw, and just how people, can connect to it so well, and feel like they're not alone for, you know, the 3 or 4 minutes of the song. You know, someone's right there with them going through the same thing.
Yeah, it's you know, we as a human being, we share experience. We share experience, which if we mention that universal experience, which is like smile. When somebody smile, no matter where they are, you can tell that's a smile, right? When somebody cry, it's a universal language. You know they're crying. Sometimes there is tears of joy. Sometimes there is tears of fear. You know, so those are all human emotion is all the same, no matter where you go. And when you're triggering the emotion through your song, that's where we call it mindfulness through music. Music is the language of the heart that come out in a song, and with the melody and all those things, right? With the tone and all those things. But music, you are making a statement, but you are using a song to do that. So you're actually making a speech. Just think about that. You're giving a inspirational speech through music.
I have not really thought of it that way.
Yeah.
That is kind of what it's like.
Yeah. Because
Using
think
your
about
voice.
it. Yeah, when you stand in front of thousands of people and singing a song, you are giving a speech in a nicer way.
Right. In a musical way.
Yeah, and you're sending a message of positivity, a message of positivity that is broadcasted not only there and when in that field or wherever the stage is, but also when you're recording those and people taking it home and playing that. There's the message of hope that you are sending. So fabulously done.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
This is true.
And that's
And look at behind me, there is a nice picture just showed up. Look like a country, you know.
Yeah.
You see that? It's like fabulous journey.
But it is. And that's what, life is a crazy journey. And so getting to, you know, listen to music and like we were saying, like for me to get to, you know, perform and share my music with people. And to feel like there's someone else kind of along with you on the journey, feeling the same way.
I don't know whether, I don't know whether you saw the movie called August Rush.
I have not.
Yeah, you should see that movie, and maybe we can talk about it next time. Is Robin Williams in that movie, and he was saying in the movie that music is everywhere if you just listen. The music is everywhere if you just listen. And you know, there's that August Rush is about music and how music connected. It's a story about you know, he was looking like an orphan. Nobody was connecting with him, but his dad and mom, they met once, and then they broke up. And then the music brought them all together at the end. So I don't want to spoil the thrill for the movie.
Right, I know,
go see the August Rush.
I'll have to watch that. That sounds really good.
Yeah, watch that movie, and then you will know that your music connects people much, much deeper level. Oh, very well. What else you have? We have 5 more minutes. So
yes. So I guess keeping on a positive note. So I have a song, like you were saying, you know, people, we all kind of experience those same emotions of, you know, being happy or being sad or feeling, you know, a certain way. So this song I always like to call is my happy song, because like I said, I do tend to write a lot of the more sad, you know, heartbreak to breakup type of songs, you know, classical, you know, country music type of songs. But this is, yeah, one of my happy songs. So this song is called Crush. And it is about having a crush on somebody. The hook is like an old-fashioned crush. So this is just a song that I like to play because anyone and everyone relates to it. We've all had, you know, our middle school crush, or, you know, someone when you were young that you had a crush on, and it just all of those emotions that we go through. Like, I know a few of the lines are, you know, having butterflies, and when you hear their name, or they, you know, they text you or they call you, or, you know, it makes your day. Like, it just little things like that, you know, to remind you of having, you know, having a crush back in the day, and how happy and innocent that is.
Back in the day when I was growing up, there was no texting, Molly.
I realized that after I said it. I was like, that's kind of modern, I guess.
Back in the day, and some of the viewers will connect with me, we used to write letters.
Oh, that's really cool. I would have loved that. I wish people still did that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people still do. And, you know, letters is a message in a paper that goes, and you mail it, and it goes to people far, far away. And by the time they get it, the emotion and everything gone, but they see it, and it stays that paper forever. So that's a good, it's a good theme for a song that you will be writing someday about a letter.
Right. I might have to, I might have to do that.
Okay. Very well. So let's hear what you have. Yeah. Positive one.
All right. This one is called Crush, just about, you know, those happy emotions. Butterflies in my chest, rain falling down, not sure what I did next, so hard with you around. It's like, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Wait, what did he just say? Up and down and side to side, and I think I'm losing my way, and that's an old-fashioned crush. Can't get enough, thinking about and dreaming about it, wish it would stay. That's an old-fashioned crush, feeling such a rush. Close your eyes and praying that he feels the same way. That's an old-fashioned crush. That your eyes make us smile, you don't really want him to go. You think of him every time you hear that song on the radio. Yeah, it makes your day just to hear his name, and you think about him all of the time. Up and down and side to side, yes, I think I'm losing my mind, and that's an old-fashioned crush. Can't get enough, thinking about and dreaming about it, wish it would stay. That's an old-fashioned crush, feeling such a rush. Close your eyes and praying that he feels the same way. That's an old-fashioned crush. Happy all the time, brains on overdrive. I think I'll tell him tonight. Now I'm scared to death, can't catch my breath. Maybe we'll just talk another time. That's an old-fashioned crush. That's an old-fashioned crush. Oh, that's an old-fashioned crush. Can't get enough, thinking about it, dreaming about it, wish it would stay. That's an old-fashioned crush, feeling such a rush. Close your eyes and praying that
in such a rush, Molly, because how time fly. That wonderful 1 hour with you was
I know.
fabulous.
Yes, this was so fun. This was great.
Yeah, the thing is, one of the thing that we mentioned in self-love is finding your happy place. And that's where you brought us today, to our happy place. It's a journey that you are taking there, and we wish you all the luck. And we're gonna see you again on the 29th. So I asked
Yes.
our viewers to come and join us on 29th, and we'll be still talking about self-love that day. So Molly, thank you very much for this beautiful song you played tonight, and brought us to a happy place. And the ending of this 1 hour is with that old-fashioned crash.
Right. That's what I figured. We'd end on a happy one.
Happy one. And we will do that again. So thank you very much for this wonderful show. And we are looking to hear that song again.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much.
And we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes. Perfect. Thanks.
All right. See you later, Molly. Thank you very much.
See you guys.